What up, everybody? Eric here with driverlineup.com, World's OK steering wheel holder, checking in with you guys for the finally getting to you the white glove experience video for Success Leasing. As I've mentioned before, you guys see some hate out there on the internet about, actually in the video I did before this one, about Success Leasing, and in that video I talk about how it's a good program. It's actually, I think, one of the best leasing programs out there, especially pulling freight for Prime. And there are a lot of improvements, innovations, and things underway. I have all of the bullet points for the white glove experience that I'm going to post up on my website, driverlineup.com. I'll post that link down below. It may not be today. I got to type all that out, so it'll probably be here in the next couple days. So if you need, you can come back and check for the link. It may not be while this video is, when this video first goes up. But instead of just kind of walking you guys through it myself, yesterday I was emailing back and forth with Haley at Success Leasing, and he was just like, hey, why don't I just sit down with you guys or gals, and you kind of walk us through it. And that's exactly what we did yesterday. So instead of just hearing it from me of what the white glove experience with Success Leasing is, I figure I'll just let you hear it directly from the source. So here they are, walking you through it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Talk to you soon. Okay, so as I was saying in the intro, I did email Haley this morning and ask for some bullet points on the presentation that was given at DAB, but instead of trying to have you guys look at me explain it to you, I was like, you know what, why don't I just sit down with them today? So introduce yourselves really quick, and then we're talking about the new white glove service with Success Leasing. Why is it happening? And what's the overview? And maybe both of you could kind of throw in on it.
So my name's Haley Gibbons. I work in Success Leasing. I've been there for about 3.5 years. This is Brittany. We have really started this white glove experience with Daryl and Drew and the whole leasing department to make a better experience for you guys and to make this more of an exciting, easy experience. We don't want you guys to come in and get your truck and feel like you're getting herded around and trying to make this a quick, fast experience and not an enjoyable one. We're really trying to slow down the process and help you guys enjoy what's happening. And this is the best day. You've made it to the final part. You've made it to the end to get your truck if you're an upgrade or a new hire. And again, branching off to new ordered trucks. We're really trying to continue that white glove so your trucks are clean and ready and smell fresh and new for you. So really just been brainstorming with everybody so far to kind of implement some new ideas throughout our department and just be innovative and continue to grow for our drivers and all of Prime.
Yeah, so like she said, I'm Brittany Cheek. I've been with Prime since January, so I haven't been here for very long, but I've absolutely loved every minute of being here. It's a great company. I am at the front lines of this and everything. I am in charge of getting these drivers put in their trucks. So I was extremely excited about this process when we decided to start it in July, simply because I'm the one, whenever you come back, whenever there's a truck out there that's not up to your par and liking, then I'm the one who you come to and you're frustrated in it with me. So I was very excited about going through this process and doing everything we can to try to make the whole process, all in all, just better overall for everybody, and the communication and making sure the trucks are in better condition, etc. That's one of the things we're trying to do here, and I think we've made some great progress over the past several months.
So I'm thinking about 3 years ago when I first leased it, almost 3 years ago when I first leased a truck. I very much appreciated that I get the independence of just, once you pick a truck, you got to figure things out.
Totally.
You know, just like when you get out on the road, there's not someone there kind of holding your hand on how to deal with your first ship or receiver, or how to back into the dock. So I did kind of appreciate that independence, but at the same time, that was overwhelming in a lot of
Very
ways.
much so, yeah.
And it seems like some of this is trying to ease that because, you know, I think my survey showed 40 to 50% of subscribers are in the process or considering coming in.
That's great.
Is that kind of what this is looking to address, and what are some specifics on if someone looks at Success Leasing as their avenue into this, what can they expect from this white glove service on some ways that are going to make that a little less intimidating?
Yeah. Do you want to tell?
Yeah, so that is definitely one of the things I have implemented myself in trying to make sure to communicate a little bit better with each driver as they come to me. I know that after they leave me, there's really nobody that they do get to contact, or there's nobody there to help them through what happens next. So I've had several drivers that just come back to me and try to figure out what happens next. So yes, that is definitely a big part of some of these things, especially with after they get their inspection, you know, where they take it, what they need to be doing as far as installing items on the truck, if they want anything installed, where they need to go for that. One of the things on here is a new map that we included, which has been, I think, very helpful with drivers knowing where to go for certain items, because our yard's huge, and I know from the first day I was here, I had no idea where to go to see anything. So that has been one of the things for communication, to be able to help them know where to go to be able to get certain items on their truck. Anything else I might have missed with that? I think that's
just the whole flow of the situation, just
Yeah.
making it an easier, more enjoyable experience. I will say I have been here not super long, but about 3.5 years, and when I started was probably the same time Eric was getting his truck, and we would have 50 to 70 people on the list, and 30 of them would be sitting in the lobby on, you know, every morning at 9 a.m. So we're really trying to make this more an individualized situation. Again, this is the most exciting part of the process. You've gone through your training, you've done your miles, and you're ready to get on your truck. So, you know, putting these steps in play should help that process a little bit smoother for you, and know we're there to help you.
You may have mentioned at the very beginning, I was looking through this, what's going on with the 3-hour rule?
So, like when you got your truck, I don't know if you remember this or not, but we were very strict on 3 hours. You had 3 hours to look at your truck, and if you went over that time, we would start calling. We would say, hey, do you want this truck or not? And there was a very fast-paced moving, and not that it's not now, we're just trying to slow things down a little bit. And giving you a little bit more time to look at the truck. We're not saying you can go look at it for 2 days and decide if you want it or not, but we're not gonna put a timer on that and start calling you after the 3 hours. And same with the contract. So I don't know if you remember this or not, but if you didn't have your contract signed within 3 days, I mean, we were calling dispatch and calling you to see. And yes, we want you to get out and haul freight and get running and make money. But, you know, if something's going on, again, we want you to come talk to us. We want there to be that peace of mind and that excitement with choosing your truck. So just not putting those limitations on your contract and on choosing a truck, making it, you know, a little bit more flexible for you.
Yeah, if I see a driver kind of hanging around for more than a day or two, I will most likely reach out to them and just make sure that it's not an issue with the truck. There's not an issue with some paperwork that they've got that they have questions on, and just I mainly try to make sure that they're understanding and they're okay on their side, that they don't have any questions for me and somebody's helping them, because sometimes I've called drivers and they're like, well, no, I just don't even know where the lease is, or I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
Yeah.
My truck's been ready for 2 days and I don't know where I'm supposed to go. So I do reach out if I see a driver that's been sitting around for a couple of days, just to try to make sure that they're okay and the truck's okay. Or if the truck's in the shop, I want to try to get a hold of the shop and figure out why it's taking, you know, more than a day to get their truck repaired. I want to be proactive on that side as well. So that's also been something that I've been doing.
Yeah.
So.
And it seems like communication is a big piece. Longtime subscribers will know that's one of the things I've railed on in the past, which has been amazing over my experience with Success Leasing over the last couple of months has been night and day different than when I began. So I do feel improvements there.
Good.
But also see here there's some improvements on interdepartment communication between the shop and all of that. How is that improving?
Yes, we have definitely implemented some great communication in between different shops. So one of the things we started doing was weekly meetings between all of our shops here on the yard. So detail, our APU shop, just our regular shop, and tire bay and body shops, all of them, we all meet every single week. and go over everything that's coming up for the week, especially with COVID right now. It's been very nice to be able to know if one of our shops is short-staffed, or to know if anything's going on, or if I know that we've got so many new trucks coming in and we might be a little bit more new trucks showing up in a week than the last, then we can prepare for that, and I can make sure that they're going to be prepared to get those trucks prepped, because with delays right now, the trucks, when the driver is notified the truck's here, he's going to want the truck. So I want to make sure we're not delayed here on the yard very long trying to get those trucks prepped and ready to go. So that's been great for communication, trying to meet with them every single week and just prepare them, and they can prepare me for what I need to be prepared for. Because being short inspectors and different things like that right now is difficult, because it just puts us even further behind on getting the used trucks worked through the shop. So that has definitely been helped with communication. Another thing we started doing is just mainly on our internal side, with some of our systems here, just changing a few dealer codes and coding and comments basically on our spreadsheets that we do, so that we can kind of just be a little more informed between me and the shop, and knowing where the truck is at in the middle of the process, and making sure that the truck doesn't get shown too prematurely, etc. So that has been wonderful over the past few months to be able to communicate that all together. Has been great.
Awesome. And you mentioned trucks. So one final thing, and I'm sure many out there who are watching this video are wondering what the heck's going on with trucks.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure that this is a question you probably deal with 1,000 times a day. There's probably some anger that comes towards Success Leasing, and that is, I mean, you're kind of the front lines for it. But a lot of it's out of your control, right? I mean, where are the manufacturers on that?
So, honestly, it's a nationwide, national issue right now. I mean, it's constant. And to be very frank, I don't see it getting much better in the next few weeks or months. These trucks are missing a main component, a chip. And these chips are made in Malaysia. And so we're having, with COVID, a really hard time. And it's not us per se, it's, you know, I'm not going to throw every OEM out there, but it's all of these manufacturers. They're having such troubles getting these main chips and these main components for these trucks that it's slowing down all of production. So, I mean, your truck could be built and then it's sitting over in the factory in Mexico and waiting for a chip. And unfortunately, they really don't have a big rhyme and reason of what trucks are getting the chips when. They're just putting them in as fast as they can. So there is some major delays on trucks. And like they said in the last stab meeting, basically if you ordered 100 trucks from Freightliner last year, they've cut that down by 70% to every person. So Prime says we ordered 100 trucks from Peterbilt. Well, now that's gone down 70%. So we're just trying to come up with some more innovative ways of running these trucks longer, seeing what we can do, keeping people in their trucks to increase their incentives, to increase them running longer, so that we, you know, have equipment for everybody. But unfortunately, these trucks are delayed. So especially with ordered trucks as well, I handle that all day long. And if the truck says it's gonna be here February 1st, right now we're seeing about a 4 to 6 week delay on that. So I know it's frustrating. I know that you guys are planning your vacations and your holiday times and your turn-ins around when you place the order and you expect your truck to get here. I get that, and we get that, and I would like your truck to be here. But unfortunately, the worst news possible, we can't get the parts, and the manufacturers can't get the parts. So it's a whole thing.
When can we order Peterbilts again?
I know. So that is on not necessarily us nor Peterbilt. Peterbilt has taken a step back just because these trucks are on such delay. They don't want to overcommit themselves. So once they start seeing parts roll back in and that they can catch up from, orders that we've already placed, they will open that back up. But as of right now, if we order something, there is no end of sight of when that truck is going to even get here. So it's just false hope for everybody. Yeah. But hopefully this next year we continue to progress and things get better and COVID gets better and everybody will get their trucks sooner than later.
So not being able to order Peterbilts, for those of you waiting,
yes,
is actually saving you some stress.
Yeah.
Because you'd probably be just more frustrated if you were able to order it and it just never happened.
Yeah.
So, but it will eventually, I assume, get back on track. Okay, well, I will on driverlineup.com put. Can I post?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll post this entire bullet points on the white glove service for you guys to see. And thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Really
our pleasure.
It.
Yeah. Happy to help.
You guys know I've been hard on Success Leasing.
That's all right.
Before, and but I really do appreciate. I appreciate Success Leasing as an opportunity, and it's been great for my wife and I. And thank you guys for.
Of course, we're happy to help anytime.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Website.
Successleasing.com.
Successleasing.com and Prime. If you guys want to drive for Prime, all the contact information for Barbara Brown, the recruiter, is down below. Her email, her phone number, and I'll be right back with you with some follow-up thoughts, and we'll go from there.
All right, so as you can see, hopefully you got from that they're making some really good changes, and I think it's not that they're making these changes because they're hearing all these complaints. I just think that they want to make their processes better, and they do listen to the driver community, and just, you know, steps they're taking to make it to make sure that you get clean trucks, to make sure that you're not pressured when you're looking at the truck. I mean, removing the 3-hour rule was a big deal, because this is in some cases this is a 3-year $160,000 or whatever it is dollar agreement that you're making, and to have to make that in 3 hours is can be pretty high pressure. So I like that they're making those kinds of changes. They're making changes to where you know exactly where your truck is. You don't have to walk all over the Prime terminal, which is a huge yard, trying to find a truck. You're gonna know exactly where it is. You're gonna know exactly where it is in the process. Remy's going haywire back there. But I think these are really good changes. So if you're coming to Prime or in the process of coming to Prime, please know Success Leasing is, while I've had my complaints in the past, as you all know, it's provided amazing opportunities for Jenna and I, and we're really appreciative that they're there, and we're really appreciative that they are making these improvements and rolling out this white glove experience. So I think it's going to be better and better as time goes by. So anyway, hopefully this video helps you guys. Let us know if you have any questions. Be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.